It was a cool autumn's day on the island of Sodor. The engines were all busy throughout that day, taking goods trains, pulling the express, and delivering mail. Henry, Gordon, James, and Percy were together at Tidmouth Sheds, talking about their jobs for the day. Edward wasn't at the sheds because he was at the works being repaired. Thomas then puffs up with an envelope.
Hey guys, my driver found this invitation taped to my bunker. It says that there's a party tonight at Elstead Castle.
Who invited us?
It doesn't say.
Another thing. Why does this host want us at Ulfstead? It sounds creepy to be visiting at night.
Sounds like somebody's being a scaredy engine.
I am not! In fact, I'll prove it by going to that party!
The invite says that all of us should be there. That means you too, James.
Aw, man.
Later that evening, the engines left Tidmouth and began making their way to Ulfstead. Clouds soon covered the harvest moon, and it starts to drizzle rain. The engines first didn't mind, but then it begins to rain harder. Henry was then worried because he wasn't used to the rain. Suddenly, lightning flashes and thunder rolled. The engines had to get out of the storm, so they picked up speed till they finally reached Ulfstead Castle. The engines rushed inside, and as soon as the last engine puffed in, the gate closed behind them.
Hello.
Thomas, is that you?
Ready?
Toby?
Duck?
Were you all invited too?
Yes, you too.
Yep.
Do any of you three know who our host is?
No, I don't think anyone knows.
Maybe he's probably hiding about to make an entrance.
Well then, I'll take a look around.
Doc, there's something tapped to your bunker!
Really? Where?
I got it.
What's it say?
Good evening, engines. I am your host. I am a ghost.
The engines gasped.
By the time you finish reading this note, I will possess one of you and use your body to murder everyone in the castle.
Oh, we gotta get out of here!
Doc, wait! The note says that anyone who tries to leave will die.
No!
Ah! He's dead!
Yeah, right.
What do you mean, yeah, right?
Come on! Isn't it obvious that this is all another elaborate prank? What do you mean? Think about it! James called me a scaredy engine earlier, so I think that he, Gordon, and Henry are scaring us tank engines again.
Percy, I swear that we're not pranking you this time.
Then what about the pile of scrap? Looks fake.
It looks real to me.
Honestly, would we three ever think about planning something like this?
Yeah, Doc is dead!
Then who killed him?
This is a mystery. Listen, according to the note James read, one of us is possessed. If we want to stay alive, we have to figure out who's hiding a ghost inside their mortal body.
Lady, do you have any ghost detecting magic that can help us find the ghost?
No. If I do, I don't think I would want to use it.
I've got an idea. Let's find some candles or bright lights. That way, when the lights go out again, we'll be able to catch the murderer.
Okay then, Lady, Thomas, and I will check one side of the castle. Henry, Toby, and Percy will go one way. Gordon, you stay here.
So the engine split up and began their search to find candles.
Tell me the truth, Henry. Are you really playing a prank?
Where would we want to go this far, Toby? I mean, plan it here, at Ulfstead Castle, on a dark and rainy night?
Not to mention killing Duck.
Yeah, I would never do something like that to him, even if Doug was annoying and butty and all. Great Western this and Great Western that.
Hey, check this out.
Toby found a box of glow sticks close by.
Good work, Toby!
Percy was about to grab one when suddenly
Help! Ah!
Percy sees a white figure engulf Henry and Toby, which they both disappear. Ah! Guys, reassemble! Come on, where are you? Where are Henry and Toby? The ghost got them!
Don't you mean you got them? Ghost?
Guys, if there really is a ghost killer, then we should stay together. He can't take us all on if we're in a group. So, did you guys find any lights or candles?
We didn't.
Toby found a box of glow sticks, but there's no way I'm going back there.
Someone here isn't who they appear to be. Let me ask you something, Percy. Only the real Percy would know. What was my original color before you came to Silver?
Black. I read the books.
Okay, you're the real Percy.
Rose was absent when Toby and Henry disappeared.
Oh, come on! I stayed in this one spot, so I'm not the murderer.
Sure. Tell me this. How come you dislike pulling goods trains? Only the real Gordon will know that.
That's none of your business!
Sounds suspicious. I bet you're the ghost.
Yes, he did it. He's possessed. Tie him up, quick.
Oh, he is? Well, before we do that, answer me this, lady. What did I tell you when we first met 15 years ago, word for word?
Thomas, there's no way I would remember that.
I remember that.
You're not lady! Tie her up! What? Wait, guys! Look! The engines turned in Lady's direction. Flying towards them was the same white figure Percy saw earlier.
A real ghost?
The ghost took no notice of James, Percy, and Thomas. It instead flew towards Gordon and Lady. When the ghosts touched their domes, both engines melted.
This wasn't supposed to happen!
Aha! I knew you were pranking us!
Yeah, it was all a setup. The door, Duck, Henry, and Toby. Oh, I forgot! Those three should be hiding in a separate room.
James led Thomas and Percy to a different room of the castle. There they found Duck, Henry, and Toby in the dim light. But when they came closer, they shrieked at the sight before them. Duck, Henry, and Toby's faces were dead and deformed, and their bodies severely damaged and scratched up. I can't take this anymore! I'm getting out of here! Ah! Ah! Get away from me! Ah! Help!
Percy?
Scared, Thomas?
Run!
James and Thomas puffed as fast as their wheels could carry them to the front gates. They tried to get it open, but it was locked tight. The ghost finally reached them and grabbed hold of Thomas's back buffers. James buffered up Thomas's front buffers, and it was a tug of war between engine and ghost.
Don't let go, James.
James tried hard to pull Thomas away, but the ghost was too strong. The coupling between Thomas and James snapped.
Thomas!
Thomas was dragged away from James, and the ghost engulfs him, which they both disappear. James is now left alone, trapped in Ulfstead. He was so scared he couldn't think or speak. Suddenly, another figure appears before him, only it was an engine. Bats flew in from nowhere and circled James. James shut his eyes and ran right through the engine as if he were made of mist and to a corner of the castle. Panting hard, James turned around and saw the ghost right in front of him. Ha ha! Gotcha, James!
What's going on?
It's easy. We figured out your plan months ago. So, we flipped the script.
We? You mean everyone's okay?
Yep. Okay, you guys, come on out.
You should have seen the look on your face, James.
Ha ha ha! Who's the scaredy engine now?
I can't believe you guys! I mean, how did you do all that?
I installed trap doors, so when the lights went out, Duck and Percy went through, and I replaced them with piles of scrap.
But what about Gordon and Lee? They melted!
They were wax dummies, you dummy. Percy and Thomas switched us while Liz was distracting you.
Wow, I can't believe you did all that! With the ghost train and the bats and stuff.
What?
You know, that ghost engine who almost attacked me, and the bats flying around and stuff.
Nah, you must have been so scared you imagined that part.
No, I didn't.
Ha ha! Nice try, James.
Come on, everyone, let's get out of here. Soon everyone left Ulfstead Castle and began making their way home. James, however, couldn't help but think about the events that happened a while ago. Was the ghost engine real or not? Well, I guess we'll never know.
When the cryptos creak and the tombstones quake, and markers ringing blake, happy haunts materialize, and we begin to evoke our lives. Grim ghosts come out to socialize. Now don't close your eyes and don't try to hide. For a silly spook may sit by your side, shrouded in darkest hide. They pretend to terrorize. Grim ghosts come out to socialize. As the moon climbs high over the willow tree, boots will ride for the midnight free. Creepy creeps within the eyes, dark as you can harmonize. Grim ghosts come out to socialize. When you hear the knell of the requiem bell, here goes the fingers to their spell. Restless bones, ethereal eyes, rises spooks of every size. If you would like to join our jamboree, there's a simple rule that's compulsory. Mortals pay a token fee. Rest in peace, the haunting's free. So hurry back, we would like your company.
Hurry back, hurry back. Be sure to bring your death certificate.